Alright. Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of Book at Lunch Day. Today we are going Southeast Asia. We are going to Thailand. We are making the pretty famous and pretty common Thai cuisine, the Thai chili pork. Okay, so the Thai chili pork actually came in Thai. I Google this. It's called, I forgot. Anyways, it's called, let me see. Pakapao. Yes, Pakapao. And I'm just gonna call Thai chili pork right now because it's too hard for me to pronounce it and I feel like I'm butchering the pronunciation. So Pakapao or Thai chili pork, it's a pretty Thai cuisine, and you can see it at any Thai restaurant and sometimes Vietnamese restaurant because it's a Southeast Asian cuisine. And the ingredients are super easy. So let's go over the ingredients and I will talk a little bit more about the last ingredient. So we are going to need pork. Okay, so we are doing ground pork today, but if because of your religious reason or your personal preference or your whatever reason, like you just want to eat not healthy, but like you want to go healthier, you don't want to have this much fat because pork are usually have more fat inside. So if you want to go with turkey, if you want to go with chicken, beef, ground, as long as it's ground, it's fine. Okay, so that's our meat today. And then you're going to need some garlic, pepper. But I'm not adding too much pepper to it today. It's really just for color. I'm using the paste, so that's where the spicy is going to come in. Most of spicy is going to come in. This is just for color, and then some lemon. And the last ingredient, which is the most important ingredient, is the Thai basil. Now, in Thailand, what they do is actually use the leaf of Pakapao. So that actually, the English translation is called holy basil. But in market, it's going to be really difficult for you to find it. Usually they will only have Thai basils. You might be able to find it in like garden and stuff, like you can grow it yourself maybe, but it's going to be hard for you to find. Usually they will have Thai basil. And therefore most of the time in foreign countries, in order to keep the price down and because market and demand, so usually in restaurants they will substitute with Thai basil. Okay, there was a big debate online in the Taiwanese website a few months ago, that Thai people, because in Taiwan there's some Thai population and Taiwanese people love Thai food. So, but Thai people came out and was like, wait a minute, you are doing it all wrong. Why are you using Thai basil leaves and we also add tomato? And they're just like, oh my goodness, you are doing it all wrong. And the Taiwanese people, well, that's the way we like it. But that incident really shows you when the food cuisine go from one country to another country, even though it keep the same name, it really is going to change the texture, the flavor to it to accommodate the local community. Which is why the Chinese food that you eat, Japanese food that you eat in America is probably going to taste a lot different from the Chinese food in other regions of the world. Not just in China or Taiwan or Hong Kong, but around the world as well. Because they really need to accommodate the local food source as well as the local community's talent. Okay, so let's go over the rest of the ingredients. So we're going to need some soy sauce, rice wine. I changed the small of the bottle this time. And then chili paste that we used last time, and also some fish sauce. So you might realize that I'm not adding any oil or any salt to that, because fish sauce is pretty salty already, so I'm not adding that. I don't want to cover up the fresh food's flavor. And then, I mean, the chili paste also have it's already salted as well, so I'm not adding additional salt to it. And I mean, I have soy sauce as well. So, and then I'm using ground pork, and ground pork is usually more fatty, so I'm not adding additional oil to it. If today you're using turkey or lean beef or chicken that doesn't have as much fat, you might want to add a little bit of oil to your pan just in case it doesn't stick. Okay, and so it doesn't get too dry. Okay, so I've already washed my Thai basil. Let me show you. In the market, they will usually come in like a box like this, usually, and then they will wrap it, so like this. Okay, so what you want to do is just wash it and then just remove the leaves, so one at a time, and then you just want to wash it. And let me show you. I already washed them, so what you want to do is just remove the leaves like this. You might want to use your nail to help it out a little bit, but that's all you do. And what I like to do, and it's gonna be a really fun project for people that like gardening, or if you have kids, it's summertime and you want to show them gardening, but you don't want to give them like tricky stuff that might not grow. I like to save the stems. Okay, I like to save the stems, and then more, and just take a water bottle. It was an empty water bottle. I just filled out with tap water and just put it in. In a week or two, the root system it will start to develop, but I like to use more than one because if I bought it in the market, most of the time these veggies or herbs were in the fridge, so sometimes they don't really grow. So that's why if you put more than one in, the chance will increase. So it will grow, and then you can transplant it into like a small pot, which I have here. This is the one that I did last time. Isn't it cool? And then it will get bigger. I'm actually going to use the ones today. I'm going to switch it out and put this one into a bigger pot, so it'll grow to a full-size plant. And then I don't need to buy another Thai basil plant for a while, right? So I'm gonna set it aside and wash my hands. Alright, because we're going to start cutting. There's not much stuff to cut today, really just garlic and my pepper. You know what, I'm going to cut my lime first. I'm just going to cut it in half. I want to keep my cutting board clean. And then... oh, that lime smells so good. To mince it. Yeah, so I mean, so we were talking about how food culture changed throughout history, and it's so natural. So if I won't judge if you are trying to make your own Chinese food at home, and you just prefer to do it this way, go ahead. It's your own house, it's your own palate. Just because I show you this way, like Taiwanese people usually will add tomato to it. That's just the way we like it, right? And maybe it's better, maybe it's not better, I don't know. That's just, and if you prefer it, you add it. If you don't prefer it, you don't add it. Food is food. It brings people together, it shouldn't push people away. And a little bit trick about the herbs, even garlic, is that you don't have to, is that you can add more, but herbal stuff is going to lose flavor after cooking. Okay, so what I am actually going to do, and it's practice I'm trying to, do more, is to make more minced garlic, and I'm adding some in the beginning and some at the very end. So then that way you will have two very distinct flavor of garlic. Because like the raw garlic will really give you a stronger punch versus cooked garlic. Same thing with onion, right? If onion is fully cooked, sometimes you will lose that spiciness unless you cook it really short term. And I was watching a documentary talking about how food changed throughout location and history. I was watching a documentary. The food that we eat in America or in a lot of part of Asia, or a lot of it is actually introduced by refugees or immigrants. Most food in America are immigrant food, if you really think about it. We really don't have a food, or come back to that. Most food are immigrant food because we bought our culture, our cuisine over here, and people liked it. They modified it to local sources, they changed it to however they liked it, and throughout history we changed a lot of way that we cook food. So the only food that can be considered as native food are cuisine that's from Native American, or very surprisingly Cajun food. I lived in New Orleans for a few years, and I took a cooking class. It was really fun. It was my bachelor party. It was really fun, and the teacher was like, Cajun food might be the only food that could be considered as American, like locally sourced American food, because it was the Cajun people. They came over here and they're like, whoa, we never seen this food before. This is crazy. They probably never seen the local food source, so they don't know how to cook with it. So what they did is they came up with their own menu and their own way of cooking it, which is, so that's why she was like, Cajun food might be the only type of food that's completely American, that's compared to Native Americans, that might be the only food that was created in America by, which I think is pretty unique way to see it. I mean, if you look at food history, you will see that most food in America are from another country, which I think is amazing, right? Alright, so now we have all our ingredients ready. Today's ingredients are super easy. And alrighty, so we are just going to add pork. Kind of look like a brain for some reason. Okay, so you want to add it in when the pan is not super hot, because you want to make sure, I want to get rid of as much fat as possible. And I already picked out the pack that has least fat in it, but we'll see. Sometimes what I like to do with cuisines like this, what I like to do is actually to mix in different kind of meat. So I like to use half pork and maybe half beef, because beef is usually more lean, has less fat in it. So that way you won't be as fatty, and we'll add in a little bit more flavor to it. So gonna let it sit. Oh, you can see all the fats start to come out. It smells so good, even if it's just cooked. And remember, you may substitute this with any protein you like. I don't know about tofu, so my vegetarian friends, I don't know about tofu, but if you want to give it a try, go ahead. You might want to dice the tofu to smaller pieces and just add in the sauces as you go. Oh my goodness, look at all those fat. Turn it. And with pork, you do want to cook it thoroughly, okay? Then I'm going to keep it in a bigger chunk of pieces instead of smaller chunks. I'm going to let it cook, let it set a little bit before I stir it even more. I'm just going to let it continue cook. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it sideways, okay? I'm going to push my pork to the top and tilt it a little bit so all those fat will come out. It has a little bit moisture, that's why it's like doing that scratching thing. Just be careful, or you may wait until it stops scratching. Okay, and you add in the butter garlic. And remember, we're only adding half of it. Now when the garlic is cooking and the meat is going to absorb all that garlicky goodness, and I am mix it in, mix it in. Let it cook a little bit more. And I am going to add in my rice wine. If you like to have a little bit stronger taste, you can add in the rice wine later so it doesn't evaporate as much, or you can add in like I don't really drink, so I like to add in mine first and just let it reduce the moisture out, because that pork still have a little bit moisture in it. I'm also going to add in my soy sauce. That's really just for coloring and a little bit of salt. And then grab a spoon and my chili paste. I love spicy food. Love spicy food, so I'm adding a little bit more. Every time I cook spicy food, like I have to make additional food. Like today I have to make additional food for grandma because she doesn't eat spicy food, and she's always in awe on how spicy I take my food. Okay, so I also add in a little bit of fish sauce. You don't want to add in too much because it's pretty strong. So, you know, just add a little bit, just a splash or two. And if you don't feel like adding fish sauce, don't add it in. So, but most ingredients today you will be able to find at like Asian restaurant. I know in regular American market, like say like shouldn't name the brand, but some American market, most American market, you're gonna have a difficult time to find ground pork. At least in my case, it's sometimes really difficult to find it. So that might be another reason why you might want to substitute with other protein. I'm going to try to reduce the liquid as much as possible. So that's bubbling, those are liquid coming out. That smells so good. And at this point, I'm going to add in pepper. You really want to cook through your pork. Just staring at me down there. She's so cute. Then I'm adding in the rest of the garlic. Oh, come on, liquid, come on. I'm gonna wait a little bit to see if the liquid reduce. Oh, it's so good. Okay. Adding the rest of the garlic. A splash of lime, just a little bit. It's going to bring out the flavor. Oh, come on. And stir a little bit. What we're going to do right now, we are going to turn off the flame, adding my Thai basil. Okay, that's the only way, because Thai basil cooks really fast, and you only need the leftover heat or flame or the heat from the pan to cook it. So if you cook it too long, it's really going to lose that flavor and lose that. It's going to get really brown looking, and that's not pretty at all. Oh, it smells so good. I love Thai basil. That's why I always add extra. And that's why it's so good when you're cooking at home by yourself, because sometimes the restaurant don't give you as much. Like when I go eat pho, it's like, I need more Thai basil. Isn't that beautiful? Alright. And that's why if you think that you really don't like the flavor, add less. You don't have to add as much. And that's it. That's a Thai chili pork. And I forgot how to pronounce it again. I'm so sorry. Alright, this is my version of how to do it. You can do it, you can use similar ingredient and do it the way you like it. Do it, or if you know the other type of recipe, you can definitely add it on. And I feel like it's a little bit healthier because I didn't use any oil. And sometimes what I would do is I would actually put in a paper towel to suck out some of the fat. I didn't today. Oh, it smells so delicious. Here. Grab another spoon. Alright, let's give it a try. Push this forward. It will go super good with rice. So like what you can do is you just have a bowl of rice and put it right on top, and you will like finish that bowl in like 2 seconds. You probably want to chew, but it'll be too good for you. can really taste the basil and the garlic. I really think that adding garlic into 2 separate times really helps with this dish. So you want to add in the first time to make sure the meat has that garlic flavor, and then when you add in the second time, the garlic is not going to lose flavor, so when you bite into it, you're still going to taste that garlic. I don't think I add enough spice, but that's just me. I like it spicier, so if you want to add less spicy, you can do it that way. If you don't want to add in like the chili sauce, you don't have to. You can just add in pepper, and that way might not be as spicy. It's up to you. So thank you for watching another episode of Book a Lunch Day, and happy 4th of July. I hope everyone signed up for the summer reading challenge, and don't forget the library is open up for pickup service. More information, please check our website www.tulare-county-library.org for more information, or call your local branch. Okay.